We had over 600 devices that were somewhere between 8 and 9 years old already. We converted those over to IGEL OS and basically breathed new life into them. You know, when I factor in licensing costs, labor to convert our old fleet into IGEL OS, we saved approximately $2.8 million. We're a 550-bed hospital located in Columbia, South Carolina. We have over 80 ambulatory practices as well, servicing about 1.2 million patients per year. It was challenging to maintain over 8,000 regular PCs, many of which were almost 10 years old at the time. Trying to keep a fleet that is of varying age running optimally is very difficult. When a physician walks up to a device, it might be the old device doesn't perform as well, or it might have more issues that require attention from our IT service staff. Generally, we would hear, you know, how do I use this device? That's a big one. Or, you know, it's broken, I need another one. And for a physician, a non-working device directly impacts patient care. In April and May of 2018, we reached out to IGEL. It was just the form email from the website. Next thing I know, Greg Kingston is reaching out to me and saying, hey, Jason, got your email. How can we help you? I gave him out our use cases, what the 2-year plan was at the time. We want to do X, Y, and Z. And he basically said, we want to partner with you on this. When can we come down to Columbia and South Carolina and talk to you about what you want to do? To me, that was very important. I don't just have a vendor, I have a partner. And I felt like IGEL was very much going to be a partner of ours going forward. I set up several workstations in different configurations. I wanted to display a number of authentication workflows. I wanted to make sure that we fully captured the user experience regardless of the type of device that our physicians were going to use. From that point, I brought in the executive suite. So I had our chief operating officer, chief nursing officer, the CFO. They actually came down and they looked at what we had done. And honestly, IGEL really sold itself. I could clearly demonstrate that a physician could walk up to a workstation, they could tap their badge, and within 30 seconds have a virtual desktop that was unique to them. So they could have Epic, they could have their office suite of products. They would have access to all their files and folders that were important to them. And not only that, that desktop could follow them wherever they went. Maybe this morning they were going to work in surgery. In the afternoon, they're going to see patients back in the clinical space, that desktop would follow them. And it would all do it within 30 seconds. And that was really powerful. And I think that sold itself, that we could offer such a unique user experience regardless of where the physician was practicing. It's challenging to get people to change the device that they use. But the fact that IGEL offered such a faster device than something that was old, you know, I think that makes not just the physicians happy, but it makes our nursing staff happy as well. That was a big one. Like, it was a shared triumph that we could take a couple of known problems. One, how do we reuse a lot of these devices? Cost containment was a big issue. Budget certainly focused on that. But we could provide that user experience that our physicians enjoy. We had over 600 devices that were somewhere between 8 and 9 years old already. We converted those over to IGEL OS and basically breathed new life into them. It was just amazing the amount of money that Lexington Medical saved when we did that. You know, when I factor in licensing costs, labor to convert our old fleet into IGEL OS, we saved approximately $2.8 million. I wish I would have found IGEL sooner. It solves a lot of our problems. It makes my life easier, certainly enhances user experience.